Hey, this is Ramon, Channel Alpha 4, and I just did a video talking about some misconceptions about Catholics and the growing Hispanic population here in the United States. But the video got a little bit long, so I thought I'd do some quick hits of things I didn't get into in that video. So, one, we believe that the bread and wine, we believe that that is the body and blood of Jesus Christ. Two, we believe in evolution. We believe in science, and we're pro science and we're pro evolution. In fact, some of the greatest scientists in history were Catholic. The only reason that you have many of the scientific documents that you have today from ancient times is because Catholic priests copied them, wrote them down by hand, and kept them safe. So there you go. Some of the greatest scientific inventions or progressions were done through Catholic funding. For instance, a lot of work on genetics, we paid for that financially. No, we do not continually re sacrifice Jesus. That's a big misconception. We believe that we are taking part in that one singular sacrifice. There's a little bit of what most people would call mysticism involved there, but we look at it more theological, which is a different word for philosophy when it involves religion. We have dogmatic law, but most Catholics don't know it, so it's not even relevant to most Catholics' lives. Let's see. We are one of the largest religions in the world. It's not Protestantism. Catholicism is actually one of the largest. But some of the largest groups of Catholicism are actually outside of the Latin Rite. For instance, the Ukrainian Catholic community is quite large, either 4 million, I believe. There was a great schism way before the Protestant Catholic schism. There was one between the Greek and what you guys call Roman. So we don't speak Latin in Mass, unless, of course, it's going to be I think it's called an extraordinary Mass. Let's see. We are allowed to read the Bible. That's a big one. That one's around everywhere. We're not allowed to read. No, Catholics are allowed to read the Bible. Just a lot of Catholics don't. There is no gospel in Mass. No, there's gospel all the time. People just don't listen. Okay, yeah, the whole infallible thing with the priest and the Pope and all that. That's only if the Pope is saying something from his seat as the Pope. But if he's saying something as a priest or as a man, he's not considered infallible. And the infallible edicts are very rare. But the magisterium, most Catholics don't know what that is. Okay? So that's a misconception actually from people who talk about the church. A lot of apologists really don't seem to understand this. Most Catholics don't read the Bible. Most Catholics do not know what the dogmatic law is. They just don't. Okay? They just believe and they move on with their day. Also, in communities where Catholicism is the majority, like the one I'm in, it still looks like an American city. It's not like somehow things change. No, it's the same. And this is from a lot of different religions. Okay, so what does Judaism, Catholicism, Protestantism, Baptist, Muslim all have in common? They all worship the same God. Yes. Also, keynote, not all religions are the same. Hindus do not worship the Christian God. They worship gods. Pantheism. Okay? Buddhist, Taoist, Shinto, nothing to do with us. Okay? So not all religions are the same. Those are completely different things. Everything from ancestor worship to reincarnation, those are way out of there. In Catholicism, there is no such thing as fate, no such thing as destiny, no such thing as magic. There is a whole thing in the Bible against superstition, so no card reading, no ghosts, no zombies, no nothing. No. Let's see. Angels. Want to know about angels? Yeah, it depends on what parish you go to. Different churches will teach different things about angels. Parishes will teach different things, or dioceses. Okay. Each larger diocese, which I'm not really sure what the word for that is, conference, has a different conference of cardinals. So, the cardinals in the United States have one set of rules, cardinals in Latin America have another one, cardinals in Spain have another one. So, what does that mean? That means that different translations of the Bible, different rules, different rites. What are rites? Look up the liturgy. Okay, so those are the misconceptions. Those are the things, majiggies. Hey, so the lighting's a little different, angle's a little different. I put on a video about the kind of a quick hits of the differences about the misconceptions concerning Catholics. Stuff that I didn't cover in my longer video that I kept up. But I took down that video because something didn't sit right with me. I couldn't figure out what it was. I was feeling actually kind of like sick about it. You know what I mean? Like my stomach was hurting. So I was like, I don't know what's bothering me about it. So even though it was perfectly good video, everything in it I agreed with, I privated it. And then about an hour later, I took it down. Now it's about 1 in the morning. And I'm going to use an expression, hopefully it's not too blasphemous, is that I went to Mass today, but then I went to church. There's some Baptists out there that know what I'm talking about. It's a Methodist too. Okay, so I was listening to the last biblical lecture from Jordan Peterson, Sacrifice. Not about this at all. Just fast forward past that. He said something at the end, and it made me realize what it is that was bothering me. I forgot to mention one misconception, and it's a huge one. It's not a little one, it's a huge misconception. And it happened to JFK. And they asked JFK, if you're going to be the president of the United States, and the Pope makes an edict, are you loyal to the United States or are you loyal to the Pope? Not are you loyal to Jesus or to God. Are you loyal to the Pope or are you loyal to the office of the United States of America? Dumb me. I forgot the biggest misconception. I am, and always have been, and always will be, an American. Yes, I am Catholic. Yes, my ancestry goes back to Native American and French and Spaniard. All true. I'm an American. I'm a Texan. I'm an American. That's what I am. I celebrate the 4th of July. I eat hot dogs. I shop on Amazon. I watch too much TV. And even though I say I don't like sports, I played football as a kid. I played baseball. Go out in the field, hit that ball, sucked at it. But I did all that. And I forgot to mention that. That's the biggest misconception. The biggest misconception out there is not just do Catholics read the Bible, not just does the Pope control them. It's where do their loyalties lie. That's where Steve Bannon attacked us. He was trying to say that we're going to change what America is. And I hinted at it in my video. I said, we've always been here. I forgot to mention, we are you. There are Catholics from Ireland, there's Catholics from England, there's Catholics from Canada, there's Catholics from the Philippines, from Japan, there's Catholics from all over the world. You know where else there's people from all over the world? America, okay? I am an American. I have been and I always will be an American. I was in ROTC. I love rock and roll. I love Joan Jett. I love Pat Benatar. I listen to the Pretty Reckless. You know, apple pie, cherry pie. You know, I love all that stuff. And I forgot to say that. I forgot to mention the biggest misconception about Catholics is that they're Catholics first. They're Catholics and American also. And Catholic Answers has an expression. It's not And it's not either or, it's and. There's an and. I am Catholic and American. And don't, you racist people out there. Yeah, you. Don't come at us like that. That's stupid. Huh? We were here. We've been here. We were part of the whole thing. You know that whole Civil War thing? People my skin color were on the North and on the South. I have opinions about the Confederacy. Yeah, I do. Because I was here. Because my ancestors were here. You know, I drink Shiner Bock. I talk like this. I make stupid jokes about Mark Twain. I don't know shit about Mexico. I know even less about Spain. Where am I going to go back to? You going to send me back to Rome? Because I'm Latin? Catholics are Americans. Hispanics are Americans. New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, California. You know what all those have in common? All once part of Spain and all populated by Native Americans. You don't get more American than that. This land, this ground, it's in my blood. My great-grandmother's ancestors' tribe lived on the land I currently live on. The island, South Padre, which is that way. The tribe that lives there actually a few years ago sued for rights for the island. You don't get much more American than that. This is my homeland. Just a little reminder.